My favourite day in the whole filmmaking process is the first day of the edit, because everything that you have put into the script and slaved for all those years to achieve can just be forgotten, and all you've got is what you've got, and you have to remake the film again from scratch with what you've got. And you have to kind of release all of those hopes and dreams and nightmares that have gone before and the stress of the shoot. And all you've got is what you've got. And it can only get better from what you've just seen on the screen in front of you. Some people say that's the reason the first day of the edit is the most depressing, because they see their footage and go, oh no. But even when you have those moments and something didn't quite work out, you do find gems in there, and you go into things that you didn't expect to work, surprises that you also see, and you go, okay. And really that's where the film is made.
One thing that I do like to suggest to directors is that maybe they're not in the edit suite the whole time, especially right at the start of the edit, because lots of that initial editing work is a lot of legwork. Even if some of that legwork has gone on during the shoot, especially if you've gathered quite a lot of rushes, it's a lot of organizational work, assembly work, etc., etc. And even if that started during the shoot, you might want to allow the editor a little bit of time and space to arrange stuff without the director being over their shoulder.
The process, in terms of editing, the process is very much, I let the editor work with the material first in constructing a rough cut. And it's at that point that I'll come in and I'll begin kind of working or collaborating kind of with the editor. And then through that, it's very much a process of starting from the very beginning and going all the way through to the very end on the timeline. And we do that again and again. We begin to kind of sculpt, trying new things. And we'll always make sure through the editing process that we'll have some breaks in whatever the schedule is, and we'll make sure there's time, because what can happen in the edit, you can just come so close to the material that you can't kind of see the wood for the trees. So you need to kind of be able to step back, be able to come back and be objective again.
The hardest part, I guess, is showing to financiers, because you may need to get the final version signed off, and there may be a disagreement. So that can be tricky if you do end up disagreeing.
A lot of the feedback, you have to learn how to receive feedback and deal with it. But also, I've found with the kind of films that I'm making that they're sort of, the questions are there just to probe, to know that the director is actually on top of it and knows that they are making this film that they said they were making originally.
In terms of the edit, you have to seriously consider at what point you show the executive producer. If you show the exec too early, then when the project, you're still kind of finding it, then you will get a long kind of list of kind of problems that they have with the project or things that they want you to kind of solve. If you leave that or show them a cut too late, then they feel excluded from the process. So you have to really kind of be careful about what time, what point in the edit you actually share the footage or share the cut with your exec.